BMW's new Gran Turismo was designed with three specific goals in mind: the spaciousness and sophistication of an executive car, the elevated seating of an SUV, and the flexibility of a station wagon. Although the new GT is a 5 Series by name, its 5-meter length, 190 width, and a wheelbase of some 3 meters put it in the 7 Series class. The front styling, complete with the imposing kidney grille, underlines how closely related the 5 GT is to the 7 Series. The shoulder line is relatively high, while the roofline drops away smoothly at the rear like a coupe. BMW's Anders Warming says that the employment of space was a key focus for the designers from the outset, looking at how it feels inside a vehicle and maximizing the feeling of space. One of the fundamental ideas behind the model is travel in style, says Warming, where the car maker seeks to give passengers a comfortable and elegant ride.
Mit viel Eleganz durch die Welt gleiten.
The integral rear axle makes steering a genuine pleasure, especially on serpentine roads. But the 5 Series GT has many talents. The 535i we tested has 306 horsepower and can accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 6.3 seconds. The interior is sporty, but also has a very sophisticated feel. The 8-speed automatic transmission recently premiered in the 760i is fitted as standard with all engine versions. The legroom in the back is likewise reminiscent of an executive sedan. 2 single rear seats that can also be shifted and reclined are available as an option. Another €1,700 extra, a panorama glass roof, gives the car an extra dimension. Anders Warming refers to the GT's spacious rear section, with the legroom in particular being reminiscent of the 7 Series. The headroom is like that in an X model, he says, and this likewise helps to boost the comfortable and spacious interior feel.
Dadurch erweckt man ein sehr komfortables Raumeindruck.
The trunk lid opens in typical fastback style. A special feature, the controls in the cargo area, which allow the seats to be unlocked and folded down at the touch of a button. This ups the cargo capacity to 1,700 liters, putting it on par with the X5 and beating out the 5 Series Touring. But the fastback-like rear also has sedan-like qualities. Regular-sized luggage can be stowed in a trunk partitioned off from the interior. A minor drawback here is the high trunk sill. As for the front, the question is obviously what's under the hood. In our case, an all-new 3-liter inline 6-cylinder engine with 400 Newton-meters of torque. One question less easily answered is who exactly BMW is targeting with the 5 Series GT. We found it a comfortable ride and all the different seats. But the model does not come cheap. Prices in Germany for this diesel version start at €55,500. But the various optional extras will put this out of the price range for average earners. Suzuki has given the SX4 a makeover. The compact crossover is available with front or four-wheel drive and comes with a choice of gasoline or diesel engines. The latter both meet Euro 5 emission standards. The new SX4 features a modified bumper design. Disc brakes for the rear wheels are now standard with all models. Volkswagen is launching a 3-door version of the popular Polo. The coupe-like roofline gives the new arrival a fresher, sportier look than the 5-door model. It also has a more robust suspension. This is the first ever Polo to feature an optional dual-clutch transmission. Prices in Germany start at just over 12,000 euros. Joe van Lanten doesn't house his priceless treasures, some costing 3 million euros in his garage or in a museum. He prefers to present them here in the mountains surrounding the Swiss end of Lake Maggiore. He's even prouder when able to present his beauties at trade fairs and other high-profile major events across the globe, where he rents them out. Of course, he's happy to have cars like this back home, but the main reason for having them is to make money and also to show them to people. You can illustrate the 5 decades of evolution in Formula One since the 1950s, he says.
Vor allem, wenn man so 5 Jahrzehnte zeigen kann, wie die Formel 1 angefangen hat in den 50er Jahren.
His collection includes the Ferrari 500, Ayrton Senna's 1989 Lotus, and the Renault in which Spain's Fernando Alonso became world champion in 2005. Joe van Lanten has been visiting Formula One circuits for over 30 years, primarily in order to meet team bosses and negotiate deals for cars. Prices start at 200,000 euros, he explains, and also depend on who has driven them and how they finished. This car set Joe van Lanten back around 2 million euros. Then again, this is no ordinary racing car. It's not just a Ferrari, but the very one driven by Michael Schumacher when securing the Drivers' Championship in 2000. The victory was all the more important for marking the end of a 21-year barren spell for Ferrari. Joe van Lanten is also a former racing driver and takes out the classic Ferrari 500 for a spin. It dates back to 1952, but this pocket rocket can still clock a highly impressive 260 kilometers an hour. There was a lot more work involved for the driver then, he says. You were always on the move. In 1952, Italy's Alberto Ascari won Ferrari's first ever Formula One Drivers' Championship with his car. Today, van Lanten sometimes parks it in front of the church where he lives in Brione. In 1997, some of his cars even made an appearance on St. Peter's Square in the heart of Rome in a celebration of Ferrari's 50th anniversary. But Joe van Lanten is proud of every one of his cars, even if at heart he's a full-blooded Ferrari fan.